Your boss fucked you, man.
What's going on? Oh, I'm recording.
I am also recording. All right, so welcome to the very first episode of the podcast. The podcast name is Brain Dead Podcast. We had our podcast name stolen, but that's okay. Live and let die. This is episode 1. We've got lots to talk about. We've got lots of trailers and shit to watch, lots to discuss. But first things first, let's get the introductions out of the way because, of course, this is the first time we're doing anything like this. Myself, I am Kidzilla at Kidzilla_live on Instagram and Twitch. And I'm joined by my co-host, the brain of Marvel, the one and only.
I am ODOP, that's ODED_OP1EE on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch.
Hell yeah,
And
bro.
make sure you follow my YouTube because I'm going to be doing a lot on there. It's just OP1EE.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What do you do? What do you on Twitch? Talk us through a bit about yourself.
I play a lot of Rainbow Six Siege. I play some Rocket League, and I sprinkle some War Thunder in here and there.
You've just started playing Rocket League, right?
Yeah, about like 2 weeks ago.
How you fucking with Rocket League?
It is a very good game. If you look on my Twitter, I have tweeted out Rocket League is the shit.
We get clips, don't we? So we got a couple of topics to talk about. It's important to try and keep it fluid. This is the first podcast I've ever recorded. This is the first podcast OP has ever recorded. So please do bear with us if we come off at all awkward or cringy. It's just the way it's going to be for the first couple of episodes, boys. So we'll talk about the first things first. We'll talk about Marvel. We're going to talk about the predictions for the upcoming fourth phase, I guess you call it. Let's just do a quick recap because I get a bit confused personally. I'm not the Marvel one out of the two of us. Obviously, OP's the Marvel. I'm the DC guy. I do fuck heavily with Marvel though. I caught like 90% of the midnight releases for all of the Marvel films. I watched Endgame, watched Infinity War, back to back that in the cinema. That was a great midnight release. Everybody's going crazy in the cinema. But if you don't mind, because you're the brainiac when it comes to Marvel, will you give us a quick overview of Phase 1, 2, and 3? Nothing too in depth. Just give us a quick overhaul of what's been going on.
What they call building up to Endgame was the Infinity Saga. It's all the Iron Man movies, all the Thor movies, all the Captain America movies, with the Avengers sprinkled in there, and a lot of like stuff like that. And once Endgame came out, Endgame was the highest grossing film of all time, beating Avatar in the box office by a lot, I think. And so Phase 1 was just like the introduction to the stuff, and then we get the first Avengers, which introduced us to what's his name? I forgot his name.
The first Avenger?
Yeah.
You mean Captain America?
Yeah, but Captain America Steve Rogers, played by Chris Evans. Then Tony Stark. Iron Man, played by...
Bro, did you legit just forget... Did you just forget Captain America's name?
No, I was trying to think of Bruce Banner's name.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because he was the first one, right? The Incredible Hulk was the very first.
Yeah, but that was Edward Norton.
Yeah, we don't class that as canon, right?
Yeah, wait, no, that movie is canon.
It is canon within the timeline.
It is canon, but let's just say Mark Ruffalo had a haircut.
I like Edward Norton. I think he's a wonderful actor. I think he does a lot of great things. But yeah, that Hulk film is very lost in Marvel fans' memories. Am I right?
Yeah, but there is a lot of canon stuff in there, because if you see in Ragnarok, you get a close up of like Hulk's pecs, and you see where what's the guy who fought him in that movie?
Yeah, no, I know. I'm not gonna pretend to be as good as you. I'm not a scholar.
Yeah, I forgot. It's something. Oh,
we know you know. Yeah. So there's a lot of canon in the film, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
It's cool. So one should do like a deep fake re-release it, do a Mark Ruffalo cut where they just deep fake composite his face over Edward Norton's, and then
and all the lines is I'm Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, and we can put that in like a Blu-ray box and charge £300 for it. That'd be great. So Phase 1, very early on. What about Phase 2?
Phase 2, I don't know what it started off with. I didn't get into Marvel until around Captain America: Civil War, but Phase 2 introduced us to For the Dark World. We don't speak on that one.
I didn't mind
We
that.
got Captain America the Winter Soldier. That was a very good movie.
Yeah,
Introduced
Winter
to Bucky
Soldier was
Barnes.
Winter Soldier was a strong film.
We got Iron Man 2 or 3, I think.
I think it was 2 in Phase 2.
So
Yeah.
we got Iron Man 2. That was
You know what? They could have both come out in Phase 2 and 3, because they were very close,
Yeah,
weren't they?
because there was no Iron Man movies coming out in Phase 3
No.
because they were focused on
Civil War.
introducing like a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of the new people, which they did kind of rush, and that's where probably my biggest criticism of Phase 3 comes, because Phase 3 is Black Panther, Doctor Strange, right?
Oh yeah, they got a lot of people in Phase 3. Like
Phase
they
3
bundled it up
is
together.
probably my favorite phase out of all of them. I don't know if you want to go ahead and drop your favorite phase. I mean, don't be influenced by me.
I don't really have a favorite phase. All the movies are equal to me. I love them.
See, personally, I don't feel so strongly towards the Iron Man or Captain America films. I'm a much bigger fan of the more modern Marvel films, like Doctor Strange. That's one of my favorites, and Black Panther is one of my favorites, and obviously Civil War is great. But
Yeah,
that's
let's
pretty
just
much
talk
it
on
caught up, right?
Black Panther for a minute. Chadwick Boseman, may he rest his soul.
Yeah, Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever. That was a very good movie.
Yeah.
I really liked it, and I want to see Marvel's headspace going into this next movie. Are they going to recast him? Are they
I
going to
think
make
it's a difficult choice. I think it's a difficult choice because the community has become so latched onto Chadwick that it's hard to replace somebody who you now iconically see as that character. And I don't want to just jump in here and desecrate his death talk, but if I can relate it to a person, it's got to be Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine, probably one of the most controversial DC, probably just one of the most controversial recasting talks of all time. There's so many people that put the hat in the ring for the Wolverine because it's such an iconic role in the film universe. Everyone wants to be it. You know, it rocketed Hugh Jackman up to new heights of acting.
It will come back to a little scuffle in Phase 4 because they are bringing the mutants. Disney got the rights to Fox.
Yeah.
So they are going to bring the mutants in now. They are probably going to bring in Quicksilver because everyone loves Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Not the one played by Kick-Ass.
No. Evan Peters Quicksilver from X-Men.
Yeah.
He is most definitely the superior Quicksilver.
I hope they
don't
recast a lot of them because I like the Colossus that we have right now, and the Megatronic's Teenage Warhead, I think her name is. That's a tongue twister. I have a lisp.
It's going to be cool to see what they do. I feel like we're only just getting started. Like I can see like Phase 4 and 5 down the line as we get on, just adding all of these new mutants in because, you know, obviously we've introduced all the new mutants, Rain and whatnot, all great new characters. It'd be cool to see how they integrate them with the core Avengers members, anyone who's, you know, left and still fighting. It's going to be really cool to see how they integrate that, and I'm really excited for it. But back onto the talk of replacing Wolverine. We are big fans of one particular Amazon show. I think everybody should be a fan of The Boys. It is, without a doubt, the best fucking thing to come out of Amazon Prime. Is the only reason I subscribe to Amazon Prime.
I remember when I got my first Amazon Prime account, and I was rewatching The Walking Dead, and I got all these trailers for The Boys, and it was like superheroes with this guy with a British accent. I was like, wait, what the fuck is this?
Well, I remember when because I didn't catch season 1 of The Boys when it came out, admittedly. It was like 2 or 3 months after it finished. I bought the Blu-ray. And I remember I told you for like 6 straight months. I told you nearly right up until the release date of the second season, watch The Boys, watch The Boys, watch The Boys. It's the best thing ever. It's the best superhero content we've had in a long time. It's X-rated superheroes. It's superheroes being dickheads. It's the best thing. And you didn't, and you didn't, and you didn't, and you didn't, and then you watched it, and it was the best thing ever.
I finally came to your apartment and watched it.
It was the best thing ever,
and
it still is.
We were sat there pulling our pants out and taking a dookie all over the fucking first episode.
Yeah, the first episode.
Not because it was bad, because we were memers and we like to do that kind of stuff. Like, how did the Deep get his pants off so fast? That's my question.
Yeah, he's a superhero, isn't he? You don't have to think about it. You don't have to think that into that. That's his thing. He's a
But
superhero.
I think about that every night.
My theory is he has goldfish in his pockets, and he like did it hands free. So he was like, goldfish jumped out, pulled down his pants. It's very
Yeah,
quick,
but
very
how do they
smooth.
have the strength to do that?
It's great. But anyway, back onto just capsulating it back to the Hugh Jackman talk. Two members of the cast from The Boys are both really heavily gunning for the placement of Wolverine. Do you know the two cast members?
No, but I have a pretty strong
Go
idea
on,
of who they are.
go ahead, let's see.
Is it Jack Quaid who plays Huey and the actor who plays the Butcher? I don't know.
Close. It is Butcher. We'll just call. I don't know the names either. I'm not gonna pretend like I do.
Yeah,
We'll just go by
I only know Jack Quaid.
Yeah. We'll just go by the character names. It's the Butcher, obviously. It's Butcher, Billy Butcher, and Homelander. Weirdly enough, because he's a little twink soy boy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a little boy. He makes him look all big in his costume.
Without the padded muscles, he's a bit of a twink. But
yeah, remember in one of the episodes of season 3 when he was like, with Doppelganger, and he's like, "It's not gay if it's you."
Yeah.
Yeah, that I was looking at the size of Doppelganger's Homelander, and I was like, "Wait, what?" I'm sure he's not that size. And then I looked at him in the thing. Oh, remember that tournament for the UK Championship? That guy with a massive head and a small body.
We're talking about Jordan Devlin, but we won't reference him too much because he did a bad. Let's not bring up any of the.
Is he one of the ones that did a bad?
Let's not. But yeah, no, I get what you mean. His head is disproportionate to his body. I think we all watched The Boys, and we all saw how big Homelander was, and he was such a great memeable character that when we saw him without the muscle pads, and this was the first thing I've ever seen Homelander in. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing for you, right? You've never seen him in anything else.
Yeah, no.
So when we saw him without the muscle pads, it was like, oh shit, he's just a regular dude. But I could see Billy Butcher playing Wolverine because he's got the British accent. He sounds like Hugh Jackman, only gruffier. And I could see him growing out the hair, to like that weird hair Wolverine rocks.
By the way, Wolverine does not have a British accent.
He doesn't?
No.
So I'm remembering it wrong, and Hugh Jackman does an American accent for Wolverine. I say 2021, we flip that. We have Billy Butcher do a British accent for Wolverine, British Wolverine. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, but I want that's indicating that he'll come off The Boys to do.
No, because The Boys is a TV show. It's an Amazon exclusive. They make what was it, 8 episodes a season?
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of commitment there needed for either one. I think he could definitely balance both, but a lot of people want to play Wolverine, so I wouldn't say he's got as any good of a chance as Tom Hardy. Everybody's got the place.
Let's give our own opinions on who we want to play the Wolverine going forward.
It's tough for me because growing up when I was about your age, I watched the X-Men films religiously. X-Men 1 and 2, the original 2. Even X-Men 3, which is a bit underrated. I really enjoy Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and I really can't see anybody else playing the part, even though he did a great job in Logan and ended that character arc. For now, I really don't see anybody else playing Wolverine. And
people are talking about the guy who plays the Witcher. I think it's Ben Affleck.
No, the Witcher's Henry Cavill, who is he's fucking Superman. They're not gonna have Superman play Wolverine.
Yeah, but people are talking about The Witcher to play Wolverine.
Yeah,
I heard
The Witcher is Henry whatever his second name is, who is Superman. So they're not gonna have Superman play Wolverine. That's DC and Marvel. I don't see that happening. But never say never. He might quit Superman. Let's say if this Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League doesn't go over as well as everyone think it's gonna. Hey, you got a part to go to. You can go be Wolverine, and that is a great segue.
Yeah, I like your little transition there.
That's a segue, boys. I've been doing this for a long time, believe it or not. I'm gonna do a screen share again. I don't know how well this is gonna go over.
Yeah, it turns off your camera, so make sure.
It's gonna turn off my camera, so But that's okay because I've seen this trailer 3 million times to the exact number because I'm so excited for this.
I'm
so
excited.
we're only really here for OP's reaction. So if this does end up looking shit in editing, I'm just gonna go ahead and impose the video over the top. So all right, let's go ahead. We're gonna watch the trailer and then we're gonna have a quick discussion after about the trailer with Tom. OP, go ahead, bro.
Yep.
Play that.
Alright, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you, bro.
Now I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music.
I like the music.
Yeah, the music is straight out of DC's book. I mean, Marvel's book.
Yeah, it sounds like something that's being Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but it plays so well. It needs that. It needs that feel.
Oh, is this I forgot the guy's name.
So yeah, Black. I say Black Man. He's Superman in his black suit.
Wait, is that Queen Maeve?
Is that A-Train? The boys crossover.
It's
My God.
Wanda.
I did my best.
Those jokes.
Wasn't
It's
nothing.
Batman.
I couldn't feel.
Yo, where's Jared Leto
So I
Joker?
tried to touch.
I'm
Don't
ready
you
to throw
mention
my
his
laptop
name.
out the window.
I didn't
You don't say that name, huh?
fool you.
Look at Darkseid with his armor, bro.
It all went wrong. I'll stand before the Lord of Song with nothing on my tongue but
Yo, is that one of them cubes that you open in Justice League in the game Injustice?
A lot better looking for the Stein character, or whatever his name is.
It looks like a really good
Tone
trailer.
down the CG.
But this all looks like stuff that happened in Justice League.
There is a lot of Justice League clips. We'll get to talking about it.
Yeah, there is a lot of clips that didn't happen. This is why it's the Schneider cut. Oh, hashtag the Schneider cut. Look at that.
Yeah, make sure you.
This guy's probably fought hundreds of thousands of other
Fucking
superbeings on
nerd.
the other planets he's destroyed, right? And we have to assume he's won.
I don't care how many
Batman.
demons he's fought and how many hells.
He's never fought them.
us.
Not them united.
Right, let's cut back to you, and we'll go over this quick. We'll get to talking about it. Discuss the vibe. Talk about what we think
I
of
should
that.
read that. Hello.
We've got a
that's
picture
crazy.
of Jaeger. Yo, he's back. So let's just talk about the cinematic, how it looks, how it feels. It's a well put together trailer.
Yes,
The
it is.
music, the visuals, it feels big, and that's how it should feel because this is the birth of the Avengers. This was the first Avengers film for Marvel. You know, comparing the two, this is all of the biggest superheroes from DC coming together, making their version of the Avengers, the Justice League. So it should feel big.
Yeah, it's a really nice trailer. I like it. I have not seen Justice League yet, but I really don't want to.
For the people who haven't seen Justice League yet, the best suggestion would be just to not and just wait. Just wait till
for the
2021. Wait till the Snyder Cut comes out. Rumored to be 4 hours. An
Oh,
insane amount of cut content from there. Obviously, Darkseid is the biggest thing because his presence in the original Justice League was little to none. Which is a shame because, as we all know, Darkseid is the original Thanos, and Thanos has become such a pop culture icon now. Thanos,
Mean boy.
yeah, big purple grimace looking ass. He will be
I've been
remembered.
riding in the Thanos car.
Yeah, he'll be remembered forever.
Yeah.
The mic. He'll be remembered forever, and it's kind of a shame because if we want to get back down to the fighting, to the war of the two brands, Darkseid came first, and he's a lot stronger. Thanos is an interesting character. He's got a lot of development. Like, he's a guy, and it's just an alien, essentially. He's a big, strong alien. It's the glove, it's the Infinity Gauntlet that makes him so powerful. So it'd be great to see Darkseid get a bit of love. The CG still looking like, what did you think about the character design of Darkseid?
You didn't really see him a lot, but he does look
He's in there.
quite a menacing character.
Yeah, he's menacing looking. But I'm talking about.
I've probably seen more DC culture inside of the Injustice game because I've never watched any DC films.
Yeah. You've never watched a single DC film. I find that hard to believe.
No, not any. I've watched a few.
Alright,
I've watched
okay.
a few.
I was gonna say.
I
You've got to have
watched
seen one of the
Suicide
Batman
Squad.
films.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a terrible example.
I watched a few Batmans. There's like 13 of them. I believe.
I watched the cinematic cut. I watched Suicide Squad in cinema. That was painful. That was the British cinema cut, and that was like an extra 20 minutes. I see. My issue with the Suicide Squad is it's one of my favorite comics. I've been a DC comic collector since about your age. I keep referencing your age. It's because you're younger. And I've got a lot of the DC. I like the villains more than I like the heroes. I love Harley Quinn, and I love all the villains in here except Crocodile. I don't really care about Killer Croc. But Harley Quinn, Deadshot, even Captain Boomerang. I mean, he's a joke of a character. He throws a fucking boomerang, but he's funny. He's pretty cool. And yeah, they ruined it basically. The pacing of the film was terrible. Jared Leto is the worst thing to ever happen to the IP that is the Joker. It's one of the most.
Everyone likes to shit all over Jared Leto.
It's too easy. Like I don't even want to do it right now because it's low hanging fruit. It's beating the dead horse. Everybody knows.
Remember when he was laying on the floor around all them weapons and laughing?
The Suicide Squad, I feel like we're not going to get to any of the other topics because this is just so heavily packed, but the Suicide Squad, Joker and Harley Quinn were just Tumblr. It was for the Tumblr boys. It was the he's so crazy, but she's crazier. They're in a toxic relationship. They're both as bad as each other.
Yeah, everyone has Halloween costumes for the next 4 years.
It's not good, man. I like the SoundCloud culture. I like the face tats. But it wasn't the Joker. It was an interesting. I remember the really early concept arts.
Could you imagine the Joker being a SoundCloud rapper?
He was basically SoundCloud rapper in that with the all the face tats and shit and the grills.
All he says in his songs is like shit about destroying a hospital and
shit about being the Joker baby. He's like, I'm the Joker baby.
And then all you hear is Jared Leto
yeah. He was doing his own twist on it, and it was super cringe. The laugh wasn't the Joker's laugh. It's supposed to sound more like yeah. We should have a cringe counter because I feel like I've already said that a million times. But that's besides the point. It's not good. It's bad. Big L for Suicide Squad. But that is also a segue because the next trailer we're here to have a look at. Again, I've been sliding DC things into this. Tom's tried to put a couple Marvel trailers in there. Hopefully we'll get to them at the end. But the next trailer is actually super interesting because James Gunn, the legendary mind behind the original Guardians of Galaxies. Has he done all the Guardians of Galaxies? I know he did 1 and 2. Is he working on the third?
Yeah, he did get fired for a little bit.
Yeah, there was the allegations of the.
That's when he went up to me.
Yeah, let's just say there's allegations of the oof. We won't mention it, because we don't want to ruin our opportunities before they've even arose. But if you Google James Gunn, you'll find out all the stuff that happened. But I think he's in good books now, and he has been brought forward, even though he's one of Marvel's biggest, creators. He's been brought forward to DC to do the Suicide Squad, which is great because DC and Marvel, they've worked together throughout the years when they were writing comics. Marvel comic writers came over and wrote for DC, and it happened vice versa. That's why there was so many. That's why there was so many character copying because it's these minds thinking alike that trade places. But will you get up the Suicide Squad trailer? You need to type Suicide Squad 2021.
Oh Jesus! I was doing it while you were talking. That scared the life out of me. I paused it.
You got a Phantom PC, bro.
Bro, I paused it and it just came up like, dun, dun, you know the deal?
Yeah. You want to join my free gift card giveaway? All right. So yeah, let's get this trailer watched and then we'll give our reaction and review of it. Yeah, I'm excited. I've not seen this as many times, but.
All right. You can hear
Mucho.
this, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
You know the deal. Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence. You're my dream, you're my nightmare. Life is a dream, need a fight fair.
Welcome to Task Force X. These are your brothers and sisters for the next few days.
Run away from the pain, I don't care.
Oh, Michael Rooker. I can't wait to see that.
He should have been played by Tommy Wiseau, man.
Yeah, but Michael Rooker's amazing. I love him. At least they're keeping Margaret Robbie.
Yeah, she was the strongest. She was the strongest out of the original Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that's what everyone liked.
Yeah.
Is that Black Noir?
A little.
Uh-oh.
Suit's very similar. Oh no. King Shark. Yikes. He needed another anthropomorphic character like Killer Croc. There's a lot of characters in this. There's no way we could ever do a full trailer
They're going
breakdown.
back to like the original, like colourful comic costumes.
Yeah, it is
It's
cool.
Pete Davidson!
Playing the Blackguard, hell yeah.
Bro, I love Pete Davidson. Nathan Fillion.
Yep. TDK.
Yo, is that a
Go on,
Demogorgon? Yo, it's Rat Boy. Oh
Obviously,
no.
we all
He's
know.
back.
Yeah, we all know Captain Boomerang. John Cena.
Apple juice! No.
So that is all we have now. For now, it's a teaser trailer written and directed by James Gunn. Obviously, he's one of the best in my opinion. My favorite Marvel films, just straight up, are Guardians of the Galaxies. So I'm excited to see what he does
Yeah,
with.
they are really well made films.
I'm excited to see what he does with this Suicide Squad reimagining. Obviously, there's not a lot to go on in that trailer. The first thing that stands out is, holy shit, that's a lot of characters.
Yeah.
A lot of unknown characters. There's a lot of unknown potential here. When Marvel and DC, when they start making the films, what are they doing? Iron Man, Captain America. You know, they're getting the big names out there, Batman, Superman. But then with these side films, they're adding the Polka Dot Man. Who the fuck knows what the Polka Dot Man is? What the
He
fuck's
throws
that?
polka dots at you.
There you go.
He
So
has a colourful costume and he
we're
runs around in
we're
Speedo.
adding these less known characters, which is great because it's bringing exposure to the names, which I love, and I just think it's a great idea to be adding these characters in. So what are you thinking? You saw the original Suicide Squad, which is good. So
Yeah, I saw the original one. Well, I do like that they're bringing a lot of like well-known people in. They're bringing John Cena in. They're bringing one of my favorite comedians ever, Pete Davidson in. And they're keeping a few people like
Harley Quinn and
Harley
Boomerang.
Quinn. Yeah, I didn't know they were keeping Boomerang in.
Yeah, he's a pivotal character of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but why are they not bringing Deadshot back for him to say, "What is this? Some sort of Suicide Squad?"
They could just splice that in, Joe, from the original Suicide Squad. Just all of a sudden, they just cut the scene and just paste that in there, just out of nowhere. That'd be great.
Like the shark starts talking, and it's just going, "What is this? Some type of Suicide Squad?"
I like King Shark because I've recently watched the Harley Quinn animated series that was on the British channel E4. That was really great, and King Shark is actually a really cool character in there. But it's a weird character design. He looks weird. The CGI isn't the best for that. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, it looks like some of like the unfinished, deleted scenes from Avengers.
It's fine.
Do you see Rocky when he's like not fully rendered in?
Yeah, like, you gotta start somewhere. But this is the final product, so hopefully it's a smash hit. There's a lot of characters, so there's a lot of diversity. You know, we've got no Slipknot Man anymore. You know, the rope guy. That's a shame. Rest in peace, Slipknot Man, greatest.
He died.
The human rope, greatest of all time.
Boomerang went, "Hey, let's escape here together. We'll do something cool."
And he was like, "Psych."
And yeah, Psych. Amanda Waller was like, "This bitch."
Yeah, big L. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So I've done 2 trailers. Let's bring up one of yours. I feel like that's only fair because we are running out of time. We got about 10 minutes left on the podcast, so let's let let's let OP bring up something he's excited for.
Well,
Get to talking.
I will bring up Black Widow. Black Widow is a very look forward to film.
Yeah,
Mainly
big time.
because it's been cancelled a few times. Because we won't mention its name, Miss Rona.
Yeah, keeps getting pushed back, but I'm excited for it. It is a trailer I've seen once, so it'd be good to get a recap on it. It'd be good to have a look at it. I've got high expectations for this, big time.
Okay.
Scarlett
so
Johansson, she sure can act.
Yeah, she can Hurricane Rana you as well.
People my sister moved out west. You're a science teacher.
This is the final trailer as well.
Yeah.
This is looking cool. Let me just pause this for a second. People are saying that this isn't between 2016 and 2018 Avengers. People are saying she did all of this movie when she was falling on Vormir in Avengers Endgame. She used that last pin particle she had to get back, but she wasn't going to get back. So she went out of time, because when you go out of time, out of your timeline, and you come back, you could spend years in another timeline and then come back, and it would be a flash. It would be a second. You wouldn't even see it.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true.
Like Hulk said, he said Hulk said to Ant-Man, "I'm gonna send you back a week, let you walk around for an hour, and bring you back in 10 seconds."
Yeah. And time is relative.
Yeah. So people are saying she did all of this inside of Vormir, but it could possibly be
it's an interesting theory.
It could be all over the place. People are saying we're gonna finally know what happened in Budapest, because Hawkeye and Black Widow always mention Budapest.
Yeah,
and we don't know what's happened.
There's some unresolved storylines there.
Yeah, what happened in Budapest?
I'm sure if we dig, you'll find out. Yeah.
He renovates houses. You're thinking about moving, but you're gonna wait until the interest rates go down. That's not my story. Before I was an Avenger.
She was an Avenger.
Mistakes.
She was, yeah. She was the mercenary first.
And a lot of enemies.
Oh, it's Taskmaster.
Yeah, great villain. If you've seen anything from the PS4 Spider-Man game, he's a great villain in that.
Yeah, let's just talk about Taskmaster for a second.
Yeah.
He's copying all the Avengers moves. He's looking on that camera security footage.
Yeah.
And he's probably gonna do that to Black Widow.
As far as villains go, he's a bit weird, because like, what is his power? His power is adapting. His power is copying. I mean, if either one of us but even if one of us just saw Natasha doing some sweet fight moves, we couldn't watch that footage and then replicate it. So what is his power? What is like his actual power?
He looks at security footage, because you know when he's got
the Valkyrie cams. What the fuck?
He looks at surveillance footage, and we already see him copying 2 moves. He's got Black Panther's claws, the scratchy.
Yeah.
And he's done the move where Captain America, when he's in the elevator fighting all that guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at the end, his shield's on the floor, so he flips it up to his arm by standing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Taskmaster doing that in one of the early trailers. So people are saying he can copy everyone's stuff.
Yeah, that is basically his power. It's just it's interesting to break down. I really want to do a bit of research on Taskmaster, because he's not someone I'm super familiar with. He's a very cool looking character. He's got the shield, which is kind of a bit Captain America, but I don't mind, because Red Guardian's got a shield. A lot of characters have shields. I definitely want to do a bit of research into him before I watch the film. But yeah, go ahead and continue playing on.
We're going to continue.
He controls the Red Room. They're manipulated, fully conscious, but no choices. I should have come back for you. How many others are there? Enough.
Yeah, that kind of changed.
Yeah, all right.
How about May 1st, 2026?
Yeah.
Oh, my man David Harbour.
Yeah, great actor. I'm looking forward to the character. The Red Guardian.
That's my sir.
Red Guardian.
Look, see, Black Panther.
Yeah, I did. I saw the claws. It is inspired. It's a cool callback to a great stuff.
Okay, you got a plan, or shall I just stay duck and cover? My plan was to drive us away.
My plan was to release this film in May. Oh, your
It's
plan.
Hawkeye! He just copied Hawkeye.
Yeah,
Look, he
the
has a
Hawkeye
bow
bow.
out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
and he's got the explosive tip on it.
Yeah, where did he get that bow?
Hawkeye, bro.
Where did he get that bow?
Hold it.
At some point, we all have to choose between what the world wants you to be and who you are. I made my choice. I'm done running.
Women get it done. Oh, looks like it's going to be a cool fight scene.
Very.
I like free falling fights.
Natasha, don't slouch. I'm not slouching. You're going to get a back hunch.
Listen to him, mother.
Oh my God, this. All right, enough, all of you. You didn't say anything. That's not fair.
Cringe.
The white suit. I'm gotta represent that white. It looks so cool.
Yeah,
That's something that Scarlett Johansson actually pushed for, which is cool, knowing that she knows something about comics. And she's been doing she put that forward. That's really dope. But that is definitely one of the biggest upcoming films. It's such a shame it's been pushed back, because that was actually on my birthday week. I was looking forward to watching Black Widow on my birthday week, and that was going to kind of be like my birthday film. I was going to go watch that in cinemas for it. But, what can you do? Things happen.
Rona came, destroyed our lives, and now we can't do anything.
They ruined the cinematic universe. But, we're looking forward to the future.
Yeah, fuck Galactus. The next big superhero is just going to be... The next big villain is just going to be a ball with red spikes coming off it.
Yeah. I mean, let's touch on Galactus for a minute. He's definitely looking like the next big villain of the next phase, right?
We might get him.
The reason that is so interesting is because Galactus, obviously, as we know, isn't primarily a Marvel villain. He's an X-Men villain. He's a priority X-Men sort of villain.
Worlds.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see that. Yeah. Shout out to the Fiend. All right, we've got one more trailer and just enough time. We're going to squeeze it in there. We're doing Wandavision or?
Yeah, Wandavision.
Wandavision, cool. This is a Disney Plus series. Obviously, Disney Plus are pulling big money moves. They've got a bunch of shows.
Yeah, I can't wait for this.
Yeah.
All right, you see it right?
Yes, and I can confirm I've not seen anything of this trailer. I've only seen teasers.
Ooh, haven't.
This is the first time.
That's cool.
This is the first time watch for me. I've only seen teasers.
Okay.
It's twilight time. Wanda and Vision. Aren't we a five-path?
This is our home now. I want us to fit in.
Oh, this is gonna be a gas.
Where did you two move from? How long have you been married? And why don't you have children yet? Our story.
He hasn't got a penis.
What my wife means to say is that we moved
true.
From where?
I dig the vibe.
Damn it, why?
Oh, Arthur, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Who's breaking Minecraft glass?
This is really happening.
There we go. We got the comic outfit. You can all shut the fuck up now.
Am I dead?
No.
You're annoying.
Because you are.
Oh.
Bit me. No need for that.
Yeah, comic outfit.
There you go. The comic outfit. Shut up.
We are an unusual couple, you know.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
Why did her Russian accent go?
That it's looking cool. Disney Plus are pulling some big money moves, and I'm excited for everything coming to Disney Plus. Obviously, the next podcast we're going to have to get into the multiple layers of Disney Plus content they've got coming out, because it's a lot. It's a lot of content. So I'm excited to.
Where did her Russian accent go?
I didn't notice. Yeah, I didn't notice it either. But maybe we can say that she's been in America long enough to pick up an American accent.
Or she's in like she's in olden times because you see it's like black and white.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she might have to do that because like people think she's like a communist spy or some shit.
Possible. Russians not very liked in the black and white times. I'm talking about black and white TV, not segregation. So yeah, that rounds it up. I'm obviously super excited because I feel like Scarlet Witch and Vision are just two characters that weren't touched on enough. They're both super strong characters, especially in which one came first? Infinity Wars. Scarlet
Infinity
Witch.
War, there's no S there, Aaron.
Yeah, Infinity War. There's not several.
Infinity War.
Do you remember when Infinity War was called Infinity War Part 1 and they were going to do Infinity War Part 2 and then just said, nah, fuck it, we're going to call it Endgame because we don't want to make Part 3. They should have done Infinity Wars with an S Part 1, Infinity Wars Part 2, and then Endgame. But obviously, you know, it would have been too much work. But anyway, that is great. I'm looking forward to all of the Disney Plus shows. We're going to get more into that next time, hopefully, because there's so much to unpack with the Disney Plus.
This was a DC episode.
It seems that way. I took over with the DC. We did kind of get a fair split, but I mean, Suicide Squad is one of the biggest things. Underground, you know, it's underrated. But the Schneider Cut, if you're a comic book fan, whether you're Marvel, whether you're DC, the Schneider Cut, it's where it's happening. It's the big thing. It's what needs to be talked about. It needs to be talked about because, you know, it's on the level of the first Avengers. It's a big, and I'm really excited to watch it, and hopefully, you know, we'll be able to review it one day.
Yeah.
What did you owe? Is everything all good on your end?
Yeah, no, you just froze.
Okay, am I good?
Yeah, you're good now.
Excellent. All right, so that's been us.
I've been a Brain Dead podcast.
I've been Kidzilla.
I've been again. Brain Dead.
You can catch me on Instagram. I post there semi-regularly. It's Kidzilla, 2 Ds in Kid _live, and that's my Twitch as well. So if you want to catch me playing some games, I play Daisy on there sometimes. I have got Watch Dogs Legion, but I don't know if that's a streamable game. Yeah, I am enjoying playing that. But obviously I play a bunch of games with OP. We play Rocket League together, so we could jump on Rocket at some point. And you got anything to plug?
Yeah, just my Instagram and Twitter. You can find me on Instagram at ODED_OP1EE, and you can find me complaining about how my package was damp. You can find me on Twitter under the same handle. Oh shit! Yeah, you know what?
We're never gonna get a brand deal with them.
Fuck them. Fuck Herms.
They fucked me over too. Fuck Herms.
They destroyed my package. They destroyed other packages.
Brain Dead is anti-Herms.
Yeah,
that's everything. Obviously, you're watching this on the Kidzilla Archives YouTube channel, but make sure you go and check out OP's YouTube channel. I'm sure he's got some great content coming there very soon. You've got
description.
Link in the description. Obviously, link is going in that description. He's the co-host. You've got a Funko Pop collection reveal coming up very soon. Have you got like a sneak preview, a podcast exclusive here? Can you give us an idea of a couple of the pops that are in the collection?
Let's just say that it's very Marvel heavy. I've got 2 Avengers Infinity War, 2 Avengers Endgame.
Hell yeah.
And you can look in the sets and try and figure out which ones I have.
Ah, there you go. That's dope. I will hopefully be featuring in that video, as I own a couple of Funko Pops myself, so I could send you my Funko Pop collection. You could splicey that in there as well. I
might get Lips to come in.
I don't have enough. Yeah, I don't have enough Funko Pops to make a whole video, so I'll send what I've got over to Tom and he can showcase that. But yeah, anyway, we've been Brain Dead, and thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Episode 2 coming soon.
Yeah, see you fuckers later.